In this video, I want to teach you the mechanics of manifestation. How do things actually manifest into your life? So, in order to help walk us through this, I just wrote down a few words here on this whiteboard. I'm going to walk you through the process. I think every single one of us on this path of personal growth and spiritual growth and manifestation, we have these questions about how do I actually get from A to B? Like A is where I'm at right now. Some things I like, some things I don't. But how do I actually make those changes in my life so that my life resembles the B that I want to get to? And this is how it all plays out: beliefs, thoughts, actions, results. I want to do some more videos on this topic, really like the specifics of manifestation, because this can often be such an esoteric thing. And in reality, when you break it down, it's very simple. And once you see how simple it is, you can make the necessary adjustments in whichever area you need to. But first, I want to give an overview. Let's start here with the results. This is what we're all focused on. We're focused on when we look around at our lives, some things we like, some things we don't like, some things we want to bring closer to us, some things we want to push away. Well, how is it that we have these results? The results, when we look around, are a result of our actions. We have made certain conscious decisions in life, certain things that we've bought and are in our home, certain relationships that we've agreed to continue having in our lives. So the actions that we take lead to the results. And most of us don't really think of it past this. We think that in order to change the results, like we want more money, we want more success, we're always focused here, like in the physical world. We're always focused on the action. Like, oh, I just have to hustle more. I just have to work harder. I just need to use AI in my business to make money. We're so focused on this part of it, and that's only part of the equation. Yes, the action's important, but action taken from a different level, a different frequency, that's what's really powerful. So we'll come back to that in a moment. But again, results, we look around, we see our lives, some things we like, some things we don't. Okay. What has led to those results? It's the actions we've taken. The actions that we've taken in this physical world have led to the results that we see in this 3D reality. But let's take it back a step further. The actions that we take, again, we're focused on the physical. We have to work harder, hustle more. Oh, I just need to sign up for this new course and then I'll have the skills. This is all about taking action in the physical world, which, yes, is necessary. Absolutely. But the actions are influenced by our thoughts. So the thoughts here, when we're talking about thoughts, what are the thoughts and the assumptions that we have about the actions that we're going to take? So let's use a business example here with my channel, talking about YouTube and making content and all of that. If I'm just focused on the physical side of things, the physical decisions that I need to take, the actions I need to take in the physical world, I may think that, well, I just have to work harder and then I'll get more subscribers. Or, you know, I just have to sign up for this new course and then maybe that will bring me to the next level. So we have certain thoughts, certain assumptions. You could say assumptions as well. Maybe I'll add that here. Well, no, we'll save that for beliefs. Assumptions sort of fall over here. We'll mention that because that plays into this side of it. This is more like the physical side, and this is mental. So the thoughts that we have about what is possible. Does it take 5 years to have a successful YouTube channel, or can you do it in 1 month? What are the thoughts that we have, the assumptions that we have about what is possible? And then that leads to the actions that we take. And then we take that a step back, our beliefs. Actually, I think that's the right spot for assumption. Assumptions, beliefs. It's really the same thing in this context. Like, what are the beliefs that we have about the world? What are the beliefs and the assumptions that we make? If I think that in order to have success in my business, it has to happen a certain way. I need a certain course. I need to spend a certain amount of time. Well, those beliefs and assumptions are creating the thoughts. Well, now my thoughts are focused on that little subset of what's possible. So rather than having all the options available to me, I'm focused on this maybe 10% or whatever it is. because I have certain assumptions and beliefs that have already limited my choices. This is really the key thing. We don't think that we're operating from this place of limitation. We think that, oh, I just have to work harder and hustle more. But we don't realize how our beliefs, way over here before we ever get to results, we don't realize how our beliefs, our assumptions, actually impact the thoughts that we have. Let's say that our thoughts limit, and I'm just throwing a number out here. I don't know what it really is. Let's say it's 10%, or let's say 20%. So 20%. We have so many possibilities, so many strategies, so many things we can do, but we're just focused because of our beliefs and assumptions. We've locked ourselves into, oh, well, it has to be a certain way. It's hard to do this. It's difficult. I just have to work harder and do more. But if we work on this side, we can open this up to 100. Why are we locking ourselves in to certain ways of thinking that the results have to happen in a specific way? So, okay, let's use another specific example. Let's say you want to make more money and you have a specific dollar amount in mind. Okay, great. What are your beliefs and assumptions about making that money? Do you already have an idea of how hard you're going to have to work, how much time it's going to take, that kind of thing? Because those beliefs and assumptions dictate the thoughts. And if you're only operating in that 20%, you're restricted, you're limited. You're thinking it has to play out in a certain way. So the actions as well are restricted and limited and only happen in a certain way. And then the results are what you see around you. So from the beginning, you're in a sense sabotaging yourself because you have the limitations. That's the key word here. It's like limiting, limiting beliefs. So instead of focusing on this side, which is what we all do, if you can learn to focus on this side and work on your beliefs and what's possible, the assumptions, the beliefs, the thoughts that you have, when you work on opening this up more and utilizing that full 100% of what's available to you, then this takes care of itself, which I know sounds crazy because we're all focused right here on the action. We're like, what do I have to do? Oh, I need AI. AI is going to solve everything in my business, this and that. We're so focused on the action and this physical part of it, but it all comes from over here. So let me know if you like this kind of content. I want to do some deeper dives on these topics of manifestation, creating your ideal reality. And I'm going to do some more videos and break down how we can actually change everything over here, which then takes care of the changes and creates the reality that we want to see over here. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.